Intentions for a new year. Hello and Happy New Year. I hope the first few weeks of this new year have been treating you well. Things have been relatively slow for me lately, but the slower pace in things has been so needed and appreciated in my life. I have a lot of goals in regards to this channel, things that I'd like to create and share, conversations that I'd like to have, and I thought it would be really cool to sit down and share some of the intentions that I would like to set this year and bring into my life over the course of this next year. As always, thank you so much for watching and thank you for listening. Paint more and dive deeper into creative expression. I want to dive deeper into my inner creative voice this year. I found painting a couple of years ago and fell deeply in love with it. Painting brings a lot of peace and mental clarity into my life. I tend to enjoy every aspect of the creative process. To know that I have the power to take something from my mind and bring it to life on a canvas will never become old for me. I wish to dive even deeper into that practice and allow myself the space and freedom to flow into states of Zen. Those moments when time sort of stops around me and I get lost in my canvas. I want more of that this year. Work on balance and boundaries. I can admit that I've become sort of unbalanced in so many areas of my life, and my overindulgences have become like interlinked chains of chaos binding me to a version of myself that I'm not always happy with. I don't think I need to figure everything out at once or fix all of these problems today. But I think the first step of getting things back under control is seeking balance. Balance is sort of a desirable goal for me as it allows me to take time to indulge in the things I find joy and pleasure in, while also providing me some structure and boundaries for myself, so that those things don't become a burden or a hindrance in my life. Examine my relationship with fear. I have developed a strange relationship with fear since the beginning of the pandemic. A lot has happened, and my relationship with the outside world changed for the first time in my life. My relationship with fear has been at times paralyzing. In my early 20s, I was sort of this fearless and unstoppable version of myself. Not much of anything could stop me, and doing things alone like traveling, camping, and hiking never frightened me a bit. But as I've grown older and more aware of the realities of what the world could be, it has caused fear to fester its way into my being. It's not a point of shame for me, as I believe this is something almost every human has to come to terms with at many points in life. And this is just a season of my life when I have to fully open myself up to accept and process what all this fear is really about. Move my body more. I would love to spend more time every day moving my body in some way, whether that be running, swimming, hiking, or dancing. I just want to carve out more time in my life to honor and give thanks to my body for all the wonderful things it does for me. Movement is sacred. I always remind myself that as humans, we come from nomadic ancestry. The movement of the body at one point was directly connected to survival itself. Life has become very convenient, and with this convenience, I have become more stagnant. Just developing a routine for moving and being consistent with it would bring so much joy into my life. Deepen my relationship with nature. I would love to connect more with the earth this year, spend more time out and away from the city, communing with our earth under the trees, weekends at the beach listening to the sounds of the ocean and all the many secrets she has to tell me. A couple of years ago, I went through some hardships, and nature was the pillar of my healing journey. It helped me come back home in my body once again, and I wish to continue on that journey. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I hope that you've also been able to spend some time this year resting and setting intentions for this next year in life. Have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.